The world is full of stories about people who have transformed their lives, and most of them didn't do it because they suddenly got lucky or stumbled across some secret formula. They did it because they changed the way they think. They made a shift, a powerful mindset shift that allowed them to see the world and their challenges in a completely different way. And the incredible thing is, you can make this shift too. Today, we're going to talk about a single idea that has the power to change your life if you truly understand it and apply it. Let's start by asking you a question. Have you ever felt stuck? Maybe you've been in a situation where no matter how hard you tried, it seemed like nothing changed. You might have started to think, this is just how things are, or maybe I'm not capable of anything better. It's a frustrating place to be, and it feels like the harder you try, the deeper you sink. But what if the reason you felt stuck wasn't because of your circumstances? What if it wasn't about the job you're in, the people around you, or even the lack of resources you think you have? What if it all came down to the way you look at those circumstances? Because the truth is, our lives are shaped far more by our thoughts than by the things that happen to us. Let's talk about your mindset. This word gets thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It's the set of beliefs and attitudes you hold about yourself, about others, and about life in general. Think of it like a pair of glasses. If your glasses are tinted blue, everything you look at will appear blue, even though the world itself isn't blue. The same thing happens with your mindset. If you believe the world is full of opportunities, you'll see opportunities everywhere. But if you believe life is unfair or that you're not capable of achieving anything great, that's exactly what you'll see. The power of your mindset is that it doesn't just reflect your reality, it shapes it. Your thoughts influence your emotions. Your emotions influence your actions, and your actions determine the results you get in life. If your mindset is holding you back, it can feel like the world is working against you. But if your mindset empowers you, it can make even the biggest obstacles seem like stepping stones. Let's break this down further by exploring two very different ways people approach life: with a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is when you believe that your abilities, talents, and intelligence are set in stone. You might think, I'm not a math person, or I'll never be good at public speaking. People with a fixed mindset see failure as proof that they're not good enough. If they try something and fail, they might say, see, I knew I couldn't do it. But a growth mindset is the complete opposite. It's the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence. If someone with a growth mindset fails at something, they don't take it as proof that they're incapable. Instead, they see it as a lesson. I didn't succeed this time, but now I know what to work on. Now, here's the crucial part. Most of us weren't born with a growth mindset. We've been taught by society, by school, and sometimes even by our families to think in fixed ways. We've been told that failure is something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is, failure is a natural and necessary part of growth. Here's the mindset shift that can change your life. Stop focusing on what you can't control and start focusing on what you can. Think about it. How often do we waste time and energy worrying about things we have no power over? Maybe you've worried about what other people think of you. Maybe you've replayed past mistakes in your mind over and over again. Or maybe you've stressed about things like the economy, the weather, or the actions of people who don't even know you exist. When you focus on these uncontrollable things, you're giving away your power. You're pouring your energy into something that doesn't give you anything back. But when you shift your focus to what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your effort, you start to reclaim that power. For example, you can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you respond to them. You can't undo a mistake you've made in the past, but you can control how you learn from it and move forward. You can't make opportunities fall into your lap, but you can control how prepared you are to seize them when they come. This shift is so powerful because it puts you back in the driver's seat of your life. When you focus on what you can control, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the creator of your destiny. Imagine you're sailing a boat. If you focus on the wind and the waves, which you can't control, you'll feel helpless and frustrated every time the sea gets rough. But if you focus on adjusting your sails and steering your boat, you'll realize that you have the power to navigate through almost any storm. The same principle applies to life. The more you focus on what you can control, the more capable and confident you become. It doesn't mean life will be easy or that challenges will disappear, but it does mean that you'll be better equipped to handle them. The power of choice. This shift is all about realizing the power of choice. Every day you're faced with hundreds of choices, big and small. And every choice you make is an opportunity to either move closer to the life you want or stay stuck where you are. For instance, let's say you're trying to improve your health. You can't control your genetics, and you can't undo years of unhealthy habits overnight. But you can choose to take one small step today, like drinking more water or going for a 10-minute walk. These small choices may not seem like much, but over time, they add up to massive change. The same goes for your relationships, your career, and your personal growth. You may not be able to control other people's behavior, but you can choose how you show up. You can choose to listen more, to communicate better, and to let go of toxic relationships. How to start? Now that you understand the power of this mindset shift, how do you start applying it in your own life? It begins with awareness. The next time you find yourself feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or stuck, pause and ask yourself, am I focusing on something I can't control? If the answer is yes, take a deep breath and shift your focus. Ask yourself, what can I do right now? What's one small step I can take to move forward? For example, if you're nervous about an upcoming exam or presentation, stop fixating on the outcome and focus on preparing as best as you can. If you're struggling with a difficult relationship, stop trying to change the other person and focus on setting healthy boundaries for yourself. The key is to keep practicing this shift until it becomes a habit. And the more you do it, the more you'll notice a change, not just in your results, but in how you feel about yourself and your life. This mindset shift might sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It's not about pretending that life is perfect or that challenges don't exist. It's about recognizing that you have more power than you think. You may not be able to control the wind, but you can always adjust your sails. And when you do, you'll find that life doesn't just happen to you. It happens for you. So, take this first step today. Shift your focus. Take back your power. And watch as your life begins to change in ways you never thought possible.